In the western hills of Kyoto, there's a path that feels like it belongs to another world. A path not made of stone or light, but of sound, shade, and wind. It doesn't climb high mountains or cross rivers. It simply moves forward between walls of green. This is Arashiyama's bamboo forest, and though the walk is short, the journey is endless. Step by step, the world behind you fades. The city sounds disappear. The sky becomes a memory. All around you, stalks of bamboo rise like pillars. Tall, silent, watching. They sway, but they never break. They creak softly in the wind, as if whispering secrets you're not supposed to hear. And you walk, not fast, not slow, just present. Welcome to one of the most magical places in all of Japan. This grove is known by many names. Arashiyama Bamboo Grove, Sagano Bamboo Forest. Some call it simply the Path of Green Silence. It is not a theme park. It has no walls, no entry fee, no crowds at night. But it is one of the most photographed, most visited, most cherished places in Kyoto and in all of Japan. And it is easy to understand why. The moment you enter, something shifts. The temperature drops. The air smells cooler, cleaner. And the light, oh, the light. Sunbeams filter through the leaves in thin, golden threads. The bamboo doesn't block the light. It plays with it. It creates shadows that move with the breeze, dancing around your feet. It's not quiet, not completely, but the sound are different here. You don't hear traffic, or music, or voices. You hear wind brushing against leaves. Bamboo stalks tapping lightly against one another. A natural percussion, soft and ancient. Birds call from above. Your footsteps echo faintly below. It's not just a walk. It's a meditation. Every few meters, the bamboo changes. Sometimes they lean inward, like they're trying to touch each other. Other times they shoot up perfectly straight, like columns in a temple. And that's exactly what this place feels like. A temple made by nature. No roof, no altar, but full of reverence. Some visitors come with cameras, others with silence. Many come with someone they love. A few come alone and leave feeling full. Children walk with wide eyes. Elders take slower steps, as if remembering something. Artists sketch. Musicians close their eyes and listen. Poets stand still, holding pens they forget to use. It's hard to explain what the bamboo forest really is, because it's not just what you see, it's what you feel. Time seems different here. Your phone signal weakens. Your attention sharpens. You begin to notice small things. A single fallen leaf, a droplet of rain resting on a stalk. The way the wind turns the bamboo's skin silver in the sun. Even your breath feels different. Slower, deeper, more like belonging. And then, somewhere along the path, you stop walking. Not because you're tired, but because you just want to stand still. To let the forest speak. You realize you're not just walking through the bamboo. The bamboo is walking through you. Now that we've stepped into the green silence, let's step back into time. The Arashiyama Bamboo Grove is not a new creation. It has stood here for centuries, rooted in the land, in the culture, and in the hearts of the people. In ancient Japan, bamboo was seen as sacred. It grows fast. It bends but rarely breaks. It survives the storms. It's light but strong. And so, it came to symbolize resilience, strength, and purity. In Shinto tradition, bamboo groves were believed to be places where spirits dwell. In old tales, fox spirits and forest kami watched from behind the stalks, unseen. People would walk quietly, bowing slightly, whispering prayers. Even today, some still do. The grove stands just beside one of Kyoto's great temples, Tenryu-ji, a Zen temple with centuries of history, built in the 14th century by the great shogun Ashikaga Takauji. It was constructed to honor Emperor Go-Daigo and to calm a restless spirit after the emperor's death. The temple grounds stretch far, with ponds, walking paths, and trees that change with every season. In from the temple, a path leads directly into the bamboo. The connection between the Zen temple and the forest is not accidental. Zen teaches awareness, simplicity, balance, and when you walk the bamboo path, these teachings are everywhere, not in words, but in feeling. There is no single direction in the forest. Some paths curve, some fork, some rise gently, others fall into shadows, and you follow them not to reach something, but to become something quieter, lighter, more aware. Bamboo was once used to protect villages. It was planted around homes to ward off evil. Its tall, dense growth created natural barriers and spiritual ones. And here in Arashiyama, the grove still does that. Not to keep things out, but to keep something in, peace. Even when the forest is filled with people, it doesn't feel loud. Why? Because everyone whispers, even if they don't mean to. The trees encourage silence. The light encourages wonder. And the sound of the wind, that endless, rising breath through the stalks, teaches you to listen. In Japanese, bamboo is called take, pronounced, and this take has been part of Japanese life in every form. It's woven into baskets, used in flutes, split into fences and rooftops. Even today, bamboo is part of everyday life, in art, in tools, and design. But here in Arashiyama, it is left to grow, tall, untouched, alive. Each stalk rises with perfect geometry, green on green, shade on shadow. And if you look up, you might see the tops of the trees swaying far above, like a living ceiling. Sometimes sunlight pierces the gaps, creating halos of gold across the path. Sometimes fog rolls in, and the forest becomes a dream. No matter the weather, the grove changes you. Visitors often say, "I felt something here." They may not know what it was, but they know they felt it. A quiet joy, a tear, a moment of clarity, a sense of returning home. Every place wears the seasons differently. But here in Arashiyama, the bamboo wears them softly, like a whisper that changes tone. In spring, the forest wakes gently. New bamboo shoots push through the soil. Cherry blossoms bloom nearby, white and pink clouds surrounding the green. The light feels fresher, the breeze is sweeter, and the bamboo glows from within, alive with new life. Couples walk side by side, hands brushing. Children carry school bags, laughing quietly. The scent of plum blossoms drifts from the temple grounds. Spring is promise, and here, the bamboo seems to promise that everything will begin again. Then comes summer, bright, bold, full of sound. The grove becomes cool refuge from the sun. Cicadas sing in the trees. The wind comes stronger, and the bamboo sways in tall waves. You might sweat. You might hear thunder in the distance. But inside the grove, it always feels safe, calm, sheltered. The leaves shimmer like emeralds. The stalks shine with morning dew, and the forest feels like it's breathing. Autumn, though, autumn is something else entirely. Though the bamboo stays green, the world around it changes. The nearby hills turn to fire. Maples burn red, orange, yellow. The sun sets earlier. The air becomes crisp, and walking through the grove, you feel the passing of time. Leaves crunch beneath your shoes. Shadows grow longer, and the bamboo seems to stand a little straighter, proud to still be green when the world is falling. People visit in waves. Photographers wait for golden light. Monks pass silently, their robes brushing the path. And then comes winter. Snow, if you're lucky. It doesn't stay long in Kyoto, but when it does, the bamboo grove transforms. White snow on green stalks, icicles hanging from thin leaves. The wind quieter. The sound of your breath more noticeable. It's cold, but it's beautiful and peaceful in a way that stays with you long after you leave. No matter the season, the bamboo offers more than beauty. It offers a kind of companionship. You walk beside it. It walks beside you. Now, beyond the forest itself, there is more to explore. Just outside the grove is the Togetsukyo Bridge, the moon crossing bridge. It stretches across the Katsura River, calm and wide. From here, you can see boats floating under willow trees. You can watch herons standing in shallow water. You can hear laughter, children feeding fish, tourists taking rickshaw rides along the riverside. The area is full of small shops, tea houses, bamboo crafts, handmade sweets. The scent of matcha fills the air. Yatsuhashi cookies, cinnamon rice treats, are offered with gentle smiles. There's a rhythm here. Not fast, not slow, but human. You walk, you sip tea, you listen, and slowly, without realizing, you become part of this rhythm. Just like the bamboo. What is it about this place that stays with people long after they've left? Why do some return, again and again, just to walk the same short path? Because it's not just about bamboo. It's about what you find inside yourself when you walk among it. The world is full of noise, but this forest is full of listening. When you walk beneath the green canopy, your mind changes. It begins to quiet itself, not by force, but by invitation. You stop thinking in lists. You stop planning your next move. You stop scrolling, checking, calculating. Instead, you start feeling. You start noticing the breath in your chest, the rustle of one leaf among 1,000, the sound of your own footsteps, soft, respectful, alive. In many ways, the bamboo forest is a mirror. It shows you who you are right now. If you enter in a rush, it slows you. If you enter in sorrow, it calms you. If you enter in joy, it amplifies it. It does not judge. It does not explain. It just is. And it teaches us something simple. That being still is not the same as doing nothing. That walking slowly can be more powerful than running forward. That silence is not empty. It's full of things we forgot to hear. People often come to Arashiyama thinking it's a place to see, but they leave realizing it's a place to feel. You can't capture it all in a photo. You can't summarize it in a sentence. You can't buy it in a souvenir shop. You can only experience it. Let's take a moment to breathe. Right now, in and out. Imagine the cool path under your feet. Imagine the bamboo rising beside you, taller than any building. Imagine the wind threading its way through the stalks, carrying your thoughts away like leaves. This is peace, not because everything is perfect, but because in this moment, everything is present. In many Buddhist teachings, the forest is seen as a symbol of the mind. Tall, layered, alive, sometimes messy, sometimes clear. And the act of walking through it is an act of walking through your own thoughts, of watching them rise and fall without grabbing, without forcing. You begin to understand that the bamboo sways and survives. That strength is not stiffness. That beauty is not always loud. You begin to wonder, what would life feel like if we moved more like this? Not in panic, not in perfection, but in flow. You may come to Kyoto for many reasons: temples, food, culture, beauty. But you'll remember this walk, because it didn't just show you Japan, it showed you. As we near the end of our journey through Kyoto's bamboo forest, you may be wondering what exactly you've experienced. You didn't climb a mountain. You didn't see flashing lights or hear guides shouting facts. There were no roller coasters, no performances, no thrills, and yet, somehow it stays with you. Maybe it's the quiet strength of the bamboo. Maybe it's the way the wind becomes your companion. Maybe it's the sense that something sacred lives in the stillness. There's a Japanese phrase, Shurzin Inai Neru. It means to become natural or to return to nature. And that is what the forest offers you. A gentle return to yourself, to the you that exists without hurry, without distraction, without fear. The grove has been here long before you arrived, and it will remain long after you leave. But while you are in it, for just a few minutes or an hour, you become part of it. You are not a visitor. You are a thread in the living fabric of green. Every breath you take joins the wind. Every step you make echoes through the soil. Every silence you share becomes part of its memory. And when you exit the grove, back into the light, the voices, the streets, you may feel something has changed. The world may look the same, but you may not. You may notice the sway of a tree where you never did before. You may pause longer at the sound of breeze. You may smile for no reason at all, because the forest walks with you now, inside you, not in pictures, not in souvenirs, but in presence, in peace, in quiet. You carry it in your pace, in your breath, in your heart. This is the gift of Arashiyama, not just a grove of tall, slender trees, but a place that reaches into your soul and says, "You are enough. You are alive. You are here." Let's end with a breath. In and out, a bow, a step, a whisper of thanks to the forest that held us. And the world, once again, becomes loud. But inside you, the bamboo still sways.